Updates in regards to that developing situation as we get them. But next to Europe, where Russia says its forces have captured a second village in Ukraine's central Dnipropetrovsk region. The Defense Ministry announced the seizure of Malievka, marking Moscow's latest advance in the strategic industrial zone. Earlier this month, Russia took control of its first village in the region. Meanwhile, this comes as deadly airstrikes killed 3 people in Ukraine's Dnipro region and 2 in Russia's Rostov region. Ukraine reported massive drone and missile strikes on multiple cities. Russia claimed it shot down over 50 Ukrainian drones overnight. As cross-border attacks between the warring nations continue to escalate. We're once again joined by Professor Madhav Nalapath, who's the editorial director of the Sunday Guardian. Professor Nalapath, thank you very much for joining us on the program. We obviously continue to follow this story. However, daily strikes, daily aerial strikes are a daily occurrence here, mainly sticking within the same regions, but cross-border strikes seem to be escalating and not slowing down as diplomatic negotiations are reported in the background. What is your current view on this conflict, Professor Nalapath, and how are you analysing the current move towards peace, if there is any?
Look, I'd like to say that Vladimir Putin said he needed 60 days to do the job, and 10 days later, President Trump gave him 50 days. Of course, President Trump is now sitting pretty because he's selling arms to Ukraine. So using European money, the Ukraine is using the money it got from Europe to buy American arms. But I'd like to say that I do not believe that this war is going anywhere for the Ukrainian side. But the difficulty is that Zelensky is absolutely averse to any kind of deal except that which has the unrealistic condition of getting back the territories that were lost to Ukraine in 2014 by the Maidan revolution, or some would call it coup. So the point is, therefore, within the Ukraine itself, demonstrations are very frequent now. For the first time, Western media started reporting about the corruption under Zelensky, and this is a welcome sign. It means that they are looking to regime change, and quite likely that you may have General Zaluzny as the replacement. Zaluzny was replaced 1 year ago by Zelensky because he said it's senseless to carry on the war. Let's have peace. And since the war started, regrettably, so many Ukrainians have died and Russians have died, and the Ukrainians have only lost more and more territory. So this is just one more bit of territory that the Ukrainians have lost. I think the sooner this war ends, the better it will be for Ukraine, for Russia, and for common humanity.
Yes, Professor Nalapath, thank you very much for joining us on the program, and we will continue to bring you all updates coming out of the Russia-Ukraine conflict.